We have a new chapter of Saki. This one is called Divine Wind, which after the last one being called Sword of Justice, I think is incredibly badass. It's the second half of the first round of the finals. The people have gone back to their dressing rooms to confer with the rest of their team to see have they got any strategic insights. Do they have any plans? Akio here, that's her name, right? Or am I getting mixed up? No, Akio is the other girl. This is, well, it doesn't matter. Is talking to the coach, name also forgotten, the one that showed up in Shinohio a bit ago. Asking her, wonder if I did the right thing. You can't know unless you're there. I don't think it was a mistake. You made that choice yourself after all. I support that. They're talking about the Teru's terrible Churen Poto hand, the rarest Yakuman of all, which she achieved after winning 8 consecutive times. Was there something she could do to have stopped it? I really doubt it. I really don't think so. Based on what Saki had said before, it seems like Teru's ability there becomes totally overwhelming and inevitable. Second half, stay alert every opportunity. And there we see their whole team. This is Kudo-chan. Kudo-chan. There we go. And her sister is Yu-chan. Yes. We haven't seen these girls in action in quite a while. It's going to be exciting to kind of see everyone come back for their rounds. Yeah, it's been quite a while. Even the other Kyosumi members we haven't seen in action for quite a bit because we had the whole 5th place match that happened before the finals where they weren't playing any Mahjong. Yes, Kudo-chan. Fight though. Do your best. Leave that to me. So is this chapter going to be just conferences between the girls? I'm actually kind of into that. It's the finals, right? I want everything in the finals to be kind of as dramatized as possible, even if it means as drawn out as possible as well. You know, I'm a slow-paced fanatic. I'm a Fukumoto reader. I'm all about allowing kind of the natural anticipation that forms from having chapter after chapter, kind of bringing you into the action. So I'm fine if most of this chapter is just people talking about their strategies for the second half. I think that would be kind of exciting. Oh yeah, Akado Harue against Kochaki Pro 20 years ago. 10 years ago. Yeah, I was about to say, I think 20 years ago. She's like only in her early 20s. Were they playing as children? But of course, Kokaji Pro, sorry, one of the strongest players we've seen in all of the Saki universe. The 4 of us got together and played Mahjong again. Kicked me out. I love the banter between the pros. Their lives are just like so far removed from everything that the high school girls are doing. And it's that kind of like typical Reets irrelevant dialogue that's always happening, you know? That's just like, why are we getting this scene? Why are they talking? But here it really kind of shows the divide between the pro players and the high schoolers. That in this moment of like greatest tension and stuff, this is just another year for them. This is just another commentary that they've done. Like, it's the finals, yeah, but you know, there's only so much investment that they could really have. They've got their own careers to worry about and stuff. Lost though. Undefeated in the country, Sukoyan lost. So again, we were talking about this in Shinohio, that Kokaji Pro is like one of the bestest in Japan, undefeated in the country, but that in Shinohio they make a big deal of it being the world Mahjong champion. That there's people elsewhere in the world that are even stronger than Japanese players. Which is kind of surprising that they would kind of have that perspective. Like, it's Japanese Mahjong that they're playing. Who is supposed to be better than them at Japanese Mahjong? Undefeated only means no one ever pushed me down to negative points. But even in high school, there are 6 other students stronger than me. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Dude, I know. Look. We know these girls. These are Shinohio characters. On the left, there's the girl with the goggles that's playing against Shino right now. And then Kyoko, who's also playing against Shino right now, the girl with the really broken powers. is second from the left. And then is this Hayari in the middle? I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly. But that's pretty cool. I'm like 90% sure at least for the two on the far left. I think that's like pretty hype and pretty awesome to bring those characters in. One of them even gave me a serious beating in an informal match. Wow. The depths of it. The levels of power beyond our comprehension. The world what the is this Shino? Is this has to be Shino, right? The bird and the wings. Is it the world record holder? Is that Shino? What the hell? What is this? What is going on? Never mind. But I was like, oh yeah, I'm fine with the chapter of just like the girls hanging out in the changing room. No, okay, now I'm not fine with that. Now I'm much more excited about this. This sudden like jump up in 3 tiers of power level. This reminds me of something like One Piece does, you know? Like between arcs, we just get little peeks at what's going on in the rest of the world. And sometimes it's just like crazy stuff. Like you'll just get cut to a character and it's like one of the emperors of the sea, one of the most powerful pirates in the world, and you're just like, oh, okay. Or we're like in the Marines and it's like the fleet admiral is here. It's like, oh, oh, there he is. Like, I don't know. It's really hype to me to see the stratification of power, to kind of look upwards into the far future of the series. I would assume. I don't know. I don't know how these characters are going to be introduced. Oh man, this is crazy. Friends I made while playing Mahjong in high school. Even if later they became the president of an IT company, an idol, or the world champion. Okay, so the idol is Hayari-chan. Maybe the president of the IT company is Kana? And then the world champion is Shino? Is it for real Shino? Oh my god. If we could set at a table again, we could go back to the good old days. That's what I think, at least. I hope this is also true for the players in this year's tournament. Nice segue into what you're actually supposed to be doing, what you're actually being paid to do. You know, commenting on the match. A very smooth segue. All right, they're returning. Of course, Teru had been sitting there the whole time, I think just reading. Yep, she's got a little book. All right. The south round of round 1 of the inter-high final. Everyone watching, cheering. Schools from the prefectural tournament that have been eliminated. Kasumi, first dealer again. Master peak now, but double Ricci should still be okay. Oh my god. I just love how strong Yuki has gotten. How monstrously strong she's gotten. That it's like casual double Ricci. You know how crazy rare double Ricci is? I mean, of course it's not as rare as Tenho, but it's still like absurdly uncommon to be able to double Ricci. Like I don't know if I've ever done it in my life. Double Ricci, if you don't know that term, it's an unintuitive term. It's called double Ricci because it's worth 2 Yaku, but it's just normal Ricci in every other sense. And it's achieved by making your first discard your Ricci declaration. Oh, this is a pretty fast hand. 5, 6, 7, 8, man. 1, 3, pin. And then a triplet of 3 son, and then the wow. Yeah, this just has a weight on 2 pin, right? Not a single useless tile. Oh my gosh. Just more and more ammo. That last tile. It's 4-man, 7-man. No way! Did she just Tenho again? There's no way. Did she actually just Tenho again? If she Tenhos again, then I think probably somebody bottoms out, right? Like zeroes out and the game is over? Holy crap. Yes, this is the finals. This is the finals. This is exactly what I wanted from the finals. This escalation. This level of almost like parody of the previous rounds. Where Saki begins to bridge into The Legend of Koizumi, where Yuki begins to spam Tenho in like an absurd exaggeration of her. Oh, she's fast. Yeah, she's fast. Tenho, Tenho, Tenho. Holy crap! You thought she was just East Wind? You thought only round one Yuki was relevant? No. South round, first dealership, Tenho. I feel like somebody's got to be at least very close to zeroing out. Because, I mean, Yuki lost a lot of her lead when Teru got her Yakuman Sumo as well. But then the other two girls have not Yakumaned at all, surprisingly, as, 99% of games go. Oh, my God. All right, that wasn't as poetic and beautiful as the other Tenho, which is still one of my favorite hand revelation scenes in Saki. In fact, I'm probably just going to go back and reread that after I finish this. It's just so beautiful. but this one has its own flavor of hype because you go into it and Hisa says the thing about, well, double Richi should still be okay. And you're like, all right, I see how this is going to go. Like, Yuki always struggles in the second round, and it's like, is she going to have some other tactics to kind of keep her going? How is the table going to deal with the threat of Teru? And you're kind of in that mode and the mentality. And plus, this entire chapter has had a lot of other stuff going on. So you're kind of like, all right, I like get it. I've had enough like development in this chapter. And then she's like putting her hand together, and I'm still just thinking like, ooh, wow, fast, like double Richi, probably. But no, Tenho, double Tenho. The same player got Tenho twice in a single day with an automatic table. I like how they emphasize automatic table. The odds of this happening are astronomical. Let's go. Well, I guess, yeah, you start with a ton of points in the team games. So I guess I'm not too surprised that the bottom two players are just a little under 50K. Yeah, all right, that makes sense. Wow. Unbelievable. Even Kokija Pro is shocked. This is cool because we had that stratification that I was talking about, which I think is really awesome. And it's like they've managed to just scrape the bottom, right? That Kojika Pro, I think I've said her name differently every single time, but she's like acknowledged it. That's a surprise. She's just surprised. It's not the most mind-blowing thing she's ever seen. She's not like, wow, I'd lose to that. But she's like, whoa, like, all right. These high school girls are really out there. And what it took was two Tenhos. A divine wind is blowing in the east wind round. Let's go. Oh my god. Oh. All right, sorry, I gotta go back and look at the Tenho hand again. The way it's presented, we've talked about this before, but I'll talk about it again. It's my channel, and if I just talk about this one dang hand over and over again, no problemo. All right, so the end of chapter 190, we've had kind of like prep for the first round of finals. Reeds forgot to ink these pages. That's okay. All the teams staring each other down. Saki and Teru see each other for the first time. It's that same feeling of like, yeah, this chapter has enough. Like, this chapter, maybe we'll have like the first bit of the first hand, but that's it. Like, that's fine, And then it just like, whoosh, it just sneaks in there right at the end. She goes double Richi, Ipatsu Sumo. She does this awesome badass pose here. Teru initiates the mirror. She's a little shocked at the power that she sees. It's like, she noticed. She can't stop this hand now because... And then it just happens. Sumo, 16,100 all. It's Tenho. And then you're like, holy... But then, it seems like It's so sudden. It sneaks right in there. It doesn't have any of the build-up or anticipation of like any big hand revelation in Saki before. But then, oh my god, this chapter, it starts with a flashback and these color pages. This like long flashback that just gets kind of get more and more fragmented, that becoming this kind of a sensory rush of memories, disjoint from any sort of narrative. There, when Kisa says, "This is also my gamble," she has some risky play. It's better for Yuki not to practice because they understand now the rhythm and the ebb and flow of her speed. My bad weights meet your wave. I wonder what's gonna happen. And then she looks at her partial hand, one away from Tenpai, thinking about Hanada Senpai. Pick up the tiles. Oh, 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 a wind blessed by heaven. Oh, and then the shot of the tiles just like rippling over. Oh, it's so good. Oh my god. And then they just did it again. And it's that feeling of like they wouldn't just do it again, right? Because they put so much emotion into that one. It was so beautiful and such like a kind of decisive moment. And then no. This is the subversive power. The divine wind is blowing in the east round. Oh my god, Yuki looks so cool. Alright, sweet chapter. I'm so happy with the final so far. I can't wait to see how they're going to live up to this in the following rounds. But that's all for now. Bye bye.